view we get of this. The southbound Egan, 2 right lanes out, right near the Grand Concourse, loading you up from the Cross Broad. Looking at the Lincoln Tunnel into the city right now at about 15 minutes. Outbound side 30 plus from 11th, a little better for now off of 9th. Holland Tunnel 20 to 30 out. Outbound Skyway issues are gone, but the Newark Bay is still a better play in either direction. Back in the Bronx, northbound Hutch getting to the drawbridge, getting worse with an accident. You're slow from Pelham Parkway, but the New England Thruway also far from perfect on that northbound ride getting through Pelham Parkway. I'm Greg Rice. Our next report at 4:51 on 1010 West.
Well, enjoy today's warm weather while you can. With the latest from AccuWeather, here's meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Yeah, temperatures this afternoon, Larry, have been mostly in the mid to upper 60s, but temperatures are going to plummet tonight as some colder air moves in from the northwest. Will drop down into the mid to upper 20s and low 30s by late tonight, so about a 35 to 40 degree drop from today. Tomorrow is going to be a much colder day, highs only in the 30s with more clouds around. Now, we will have some sleet and snow then arriving tomorrow evening that'll mix with and change over to rain near the coast into Friday morning. Into Friday morning, and that could continue to cause some icy travel throughout Friday morning in those northern and western suburbs. Larry?
It's been an issue for a long time in the subways. People being pushed, falling, or jumping onto the tracks. The MTA is looking into a number of strategies to keep that from happening, including so-called screen doors that physically block off the tracks and only open when a train is ready to take on passengers. MTA Chairman Jano Lieber tells 1010 Winds Newsline a pilot program is being set at 3 stations: Times Square on the 7 line, Sutton Boulevard on the E line, and 3rd Avenue on the L line.
One of the reasons we're piloting this platform screen doors and these other systems is to get a sense of how much it will cost. Can we build it efficiently? Can we do it without disrupting operations? And then we're going to try to figure out how do we work it into the capital program along with many, many other safety initiatives that we have underway.
Those initiatives include technology to detect a track incursion using thermal technology or lasers. A report commissioned by the MTA found that the physical barrier program could work at 128 of the system's 472 stations and would cost about $7 billion. The authority is also working with the psychiatry department at NYU Langone Hospital to find out how people can be deterred from taking their own lives by jumping in front of a train. When the city had to shut down, most people had to work from home, and they did so successfully for the most part. Mayor Adams says it's time now to return to the office, but he also knows that work life in New York is probably changed forever.
The mayor says the days of working at home in your pajamas are over.
In order for our economic, financial ecosystem, I should say, to function, we have to have human interaction. It can't be done from home.
He wants people back at their offices. He acknowledges the challenges of hybrid work schedules and that Midtown or the financial district may not look the same.
What is New York now post-COVID? We have not done that, and we can't stumble into it.
That's why he's appointed an economic team to tackle the issue. He believes that even with corporate shrinkage, there are many businesses looking for a Manhattan address. Juliet Papa, 1010 Winds at the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
The DA's investigation of Donald Trump, it's a speed bump. That story coming up. Winds News Time, 4:46.
Has this ever happened to you? I wasn't feeling great, so I searched my symptoms on Google, and now I'm being followed by really uncomfortable ads. I hate feeling like my personal information is being bought and sold. I got DuckDuckGo and saw a difference right away. With one download, you can search and browse privately, avoiding trackers, all for free. It's that simple. Take back your privacy online with DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified. With low-cost Medicare prescription copays at Walgreens, you won't have a Medicare in the world. As a preferred network pharmacy among so many different plans across the country, Walgreens is here to help make Medicare easier. Start filling Medicare prescriptions with your local Walgreens and see how much you could save today. Find lower copays with Walgreens as a preferred network pharmacy of AARP Medicare RX by United Healthcare, WellCare, and Emblem Health.
Walgreens participates with other plans. See walgreens.com/Medicare for details.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshares. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, well, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder and CEO of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. And the process started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. Timeshare is the only thing that you can buy that you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check to fill out any amount they want for annual maintenance and assessment fees. Sounds crazy, right? Well, the crazy thing is, this never ends. Stop the insanity today. Call my office now. I guarantee if we can't cancel your timeshare, you'll pay nothing.
Were you lied to when buying a timeshare and want out? Get the facts about timeshare cancellation. Call Wesley now for your free information kit. 800-885-3333. 800-885-3333. 800-885-3333.
Wins News Time 4:48. The future of the Manhattan District Attorney's criminal investigation into Donald Trump's business dealings appears to be in doubt. This after the sudden resignation of the two prosecutors in charge of the investigation. Sources tell the New York Times that Kerry Dunn and Mark Pomerantz decided to quit after Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg raised doubts about pursuing the case. Their investigation led to tax fraud charges last July against the Trump Organization's longtime finance chief, Alan Weisselberg. He's pleaded not guilty to allegedly collecting more than $1.7 million in off-the-books compensation. The former president's daughter, Ymca, is reportedly in talks with the House committee investigating the January 6th riot at the Capitol.
It would be the first time any Trump family member has engaged in a voluntary negotiation with investigators without a subpoena. The House January 6th committee wants to know what Ivanka Trump heard and saw her father doing at the White House before, during, and after the Capitol attack. The committee also talking with the former president's then attorney, Rudy Giuliani, about giving his testimony voluntarily.
Correspondent Andrew Field. Sources tell the New York Times that the former first daughter has yet to agree on a date when she might appear before the committee's investigators. The Times also reports the former president has not asked his daughter to defy the committee's requests. The other shoe is dropped for Ed Mullins. The former head of the Sergeants Benevolent Association surrendered today to face wire fraud charges for allegedly inflating his expense report with the union by about $1 million over 4 years. He's pleaded not guilty. The NYPD is hoping the public can help them track down a couple of unscrupulous locksmiths.
A 26-year-old woman tried to unlock her apartment door and the key broke off in the lock. So she had her cell phone and Googled the locksmith. That's how those two men showed up. They quoted her a price of $300. She said yes, and they opened the door. However, in the ensuing moments, they then told her she'd have to pay $1,500 in cash, and they wouldn't let her leave, and they weren't leaving until she paid up. She finally gave them her credit card, and they charged her $1,500. Angel lives in the building and couldn't believe it.
That's ridiculous. $1,500.
And this young woman lives in the same building, but she wasn't surprised.
After I got charged $600 to have my lock replaced, I talked to some friends about it, and they were like, oh yeah, you have to be really careful when you get a locksmith in New York City because a lot of them are just kind of these scam artists.
Anyone with information should call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. Carol Dioria, 1010 Wins on Lafayette Street.
Wins News Time 4:51, traffic and transit now. Here's Greg Rice.
Well, the southbound side of the Vanderwick coming down past Atlantic Avenue, the right lane going to be knocked out with a wreck. Looks like you got one of those work vans involved. They're trying to sort it out, so you got a mess all the way back from the Long Island Expressway at this point. Southbound side of the Clearview, as far as it takes you, and it's not the whole way. It's going to be better. Cross Island Parkway, if you're not in a truck, it does take you the whole way, just not easier because that's slow from Northern Boulevard towards Belmont Park. Eastbound Grand Central at LaGuardia, still the left lane out with a wreck, a slow go from the RFK into the area, and the westbound nosy people mess you up from Northern Boulevard. The ride at this point in the Bronx starting to get better onto the southbound Deegan. You're 138th Street. The earlier wreck gone from the right lane. Still not all the traffic gone. It's a mess from Yankee Stadium, but that'll be next. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Citybound George still 20 to 30 up. Citybound lower is not perfect, but it's better. It's the DuckDuckGo route you can trust. Nothing easy at the outbound George. Lincoln, it's about 20 minutes in. Outbound 30 minutes, 30 to 40 at the outbound Holland. Inbound no more than about 10 to 15 minutes. Northbound side of the Hutch slammed to the drawbridge with a crash, but the New England Thruway not as bad, but still slow as you go up towards Pelham Parkway. Traffic is sponsored by Ray Katina Land Rover of Edison. I'm Greg Rice on 1010 Wins.
Find the Land Rover that's perfect for you at Land Rover Edison. Now with 1.9% APR financing available up to 36 months on select certified pre-owned models. To qualified buyers with approved credit, details at 1-800-NEW-AUTO.
Now the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here's meteorologist Brian Thompson.
And Larry, it's going to continue to be pretty sunny here through the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures are well into the 60s, but we're going to see temperatures drop pretty quickly this evening as colder air moves in from the north and west. And it's going to send temperatures really tumbling tonight down to 31 in the city, mid-20s in some inland suburbs, a 35 to 40 degree drop from what we've been seeing this afternoon. Had a pretty strong wind this afternoon. Still we'll have a little bit of a breeze left through the overnight hours. Then much colder tomorrow, high only 37 as it turns out mainly cloudy. We'll see some sleet and snow arrive tomorrow evening. It will mix with and change to freezing rain or rain in the city and coastal areas by daybreak. Now many roads will become slippery for a time as those will be in the upper 20s and low 30s, but we should see some improvement into Friday morning in and around the city where temperatures will likely be above freezing. We'll be seeing mostly plain rain, but north or west of the city is where we'll have a prolonged wintry mix. Perhaps some sleet and freezing rain lingering throughout the morning, and that could continue to cause some icy travel. As far as snow and sleet accumulations, about a coating to an inch or so for the city and nearby suburbs, 1 to 3 inches north to west, maybe more than 3 inches toward I-84, as we'll see a high of 38 on Friday. The precipitation ends pretty early Friday afternoon, and then some sunshine for the weekend, high 34 Saturday and 42 Sunday. 65 degrees right now. It's mostly sunny in Midtown. We're going down to 31 tonight. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, 1010 Wins.
1010 Wins celebrates Black History Month. This educator began a mentoring program for young men when he saw the dismal number of African-American boys graduating from middle school.
Horace Moore, the founder and CEO of Ymca, says the mentoring and rite of passage program he started years ago is crucial.
We see in so many young men, 15, 16 shot down in the street. So it's very important for us to be proactive.
Enter one of the most sought-after personal development programs in the city. It takes young men ages 8 to 18 with little or no inspiration and empowers them with valuable lessons and life skills. There's 15-year-old Joseph.
It's definitely been impactful. It definitely shaped me into the person I am today.
Who he is today is a kid who speaks clearly about becoming a hedge fund manager. That's because he's exposed to hedge fund managers and other professionals who look like him.
CV definitely took it to a whole other level.
And Latoya Cottrell, who has sons in this program, says Ymca is a supplement.
My sons are exposed to males in our families, but this program is very intentional. That is what was missing.
We enhance, not substitute.
For Black History Month, Larry Mullins, 1010 Wins News.
Black History Month on 1010 Wins is proudly sponsored by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places.
Dear Winter, we're not scared of you because almost nothing can stand in the way of a new 2022 Toyota. When you say stay home under a blanket, the Camry all-wheel drive comes out to play. The Corolla is hotter than ever with tons of tech to keep you plugged in. Snowy hills don't stand a chance against the RAV4's available all-wheel drive with multi-terrain select. Everyone gets comfy in the Highlander with its available heated front seats. See you in the snow, Toyota. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Here's an important message from Exergen. A critical new FDA study proves that the widely used non-contact thermometers are not accurate and have high possibilities for false negative readings. They also have inaccurate information on their labels regarding accuracy. New COVID strains are on the rise, and non-contact manufacturers are being irresponsible at a time when accuracy matters most. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. Switch to Exergen, backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Wins News Time 4:56, and now Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Andrew O'Day.
Additional sanctions against Russia unveiled by the U.S. this afternoon helped take the morning lift out of stocks. Dow fell 465. NASDAQ tumbled 344, S&P 500 down 79. Most businesses, organizations, and governments, and an ever-growing number of individuals do at least some computing on the cloud. Many use more than one cloud platform. Microsoft says today that makes everyone more vulnerable to cyber attacks. So starting today, its product Microsoft Defender, which provides security for its cloud service, is adding active support for its rival Google Cloud. This comes 3 months after Microsoft added support for Amazon's cloud service. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Andrew O'Day for 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time 4:57.
Feeling old and decrepit because of knee arthritis pain? Taking pain meds like they're candy? Giving up everyday activities as your pain worsens? Looking down the barrel of major knee replacement? Left untreated, arthritis can eat away at the joint, slowly becoming bone on bone. If you've tried pain meds, cortisone, physical therapy, or vitamins without relief, you may be a candidate for the NYC Pain MD program. NYC Pain MD's doctors combine precision digital imaging with natural FDA-approved arthritis formulas, nerve blocks, even stem cells to turn your pain off and rejuvenate your knees. After treatment, you'll leave with nothing but a 1-inch Band-Aid. No surgery, no hospital, no toxic meds. Many pain sufferers are now able to walk, bend, climb stairs, even play golf or tennis. Many insurances, including Original Medicare, may cover these advanced treatments. Call today for a no-cost screening appointment. Call 800-600-KNEE. That's 800-600-5633. 800-600-KNEE.
Hey folks, it's Gary from the Real Estate Authorities. Protect, serve, and save. The phone number is 800-707-1452. The response has been fantastic. Everybody is definitely listening. Folks, if you need to sell your house for any reason, I got you covered. I can sell a property in Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Mount Vernon, Yonkers, Long Island, Staten Island, whatever you got. But I'm asking you, what are you doing? Interest rates are starting to move up. It's going to affect your equity. What are you doing? I can sell any house in New York. The moratorium is lifted. Auctions are starting up again. What are you doing? What you should be doing is give me a call like you've been doing at 800-707-1452. 800-707-1452. That's 800-707-1452. I don't care if it's a divorce sale, an estate sale, a short sale. If you owe more in your home than it's worth, I'll still get you to walk away with more money than you ever thought. The banks and the courts are ready to foreclose on you. Auctions are starting up. Don't let the bank take your property. Give me a chance to help you. 800-707-1452. The Real Estate Authorities. Protecting, serving, and saving. Powered by Closure Homes, LLC.
WINS, WNEWHC3 New York.